Today is April 20, 3:16 p.m. and we saw unusual options on Sunpower. That's SPWR. And we also wanted to go over a different trade that's slightly different than the one we saw on the unusual options activity today. Before we get into that, let's take a look at the charts real quick. You'll see here we made a low here at $12 at around March 27, and since then it has come up, down, and today actually it was down. It has then come back up, and we're actually trading very close to 0%. As we were about to start making this video, this bar was actually gray because it was at 0%. So this is also earnings is coming up. This is May 3, so keep that date in mind as we look at these options. And so now, and one more thing, Fibonacci's. Wanted to pull a Fibonacci here at this low here, and when we put that up on the high, you'll see here that the 61.8% has been a strong support over here. And it hadn't quite hit it yet, but it's since bounced today upward, and so that's the Fibonacci that it looks on that golden ratio. And so without further ado, let's get right to the unusual options and then go over our trade idea. These were the options we saw at 11 a.m. You'll see these May 19, 16 strike calls, 4,537 of them, right? And this is definitely past the earnings, so this could be an earnings prediction. And you'll also see that they paid $37, and that was between the market bid-ask price, which is why it's colored white. And the other thing to note is that just a minute prior to this 11, you'll see here at 10:59, and also here 10:59, you'll see the same strikes and same calls were also being executed. And you'll see here, same price, 37, right? This one was slightly less, 36. This one was slightly less, 36. And at that time, the market was this. So this was at the ask price being executed, which leads us to believe there's a higher chance that this is a buy order. Okay, and so when we look at the options chain on May 19, you'll see here that the volume was much greater than the open interest, meaning they're open orders. And you'll see that over here, the 16 strikes, right? So we think they bought a lot of these 16 strike calls. And if we look at the chart here, well, it looks like it's coming up right now. $16 is actually off. It's actually, we got to zoom out a little to see a little bit more of where is $16. So $16 is up here, right? So this is kind of the next resistance level here after this one here. So there is two levels of kind of resistance levels. So the idea is this is going to break that and be around at least above 16 by expiration date, right? And so earnings is coming up. Could it possibly give a nice bullish boost? Maybe that could happen with earnings. So let's get into our trade, because if we analyze this trade, if we were just to buy this one call at the 16 strikes, you'll see here that the theta is negative 1.48, and the 22 deltas is here. So we want to do a little bit better, so we modified our trade a little. And what we did was, instead of buying that 16 call strike, we sold it. And that takes advantage of that high volatility today when people are buying it and pushing up the prices. So we sold that, and then we bought the June 16th, a little further out in date. And we bought the 15 strike calls. You'll see here. This is here our position. And once you buy that, you actually end up having a bullish diagonal trade. And so this is our trade. You'll see here it costs a little bit more, 59 at the current market pricing. We're here right now at 13.73. So as the price goes up on the x-axis, it will be going up above this zero profit loss line here on the y-axis. So this is bullish, and you'll see here also our delta is close to that 22 we saw originally. This is 19, but the benefit of this trade is that we don't have a negative delta. So we can stay at that if this price trades around this level, there is no decay in value. So that's what we like about this. It's very minor, if any. So that's why we like doing this diagonal trade, to take advantage of the volatility created by these unusual options today. Okay, so if you found value in this video, please give us a like. If you are also maybe in this trade yourself, maybe comment also below, and let us know what you think. It really encourages us when we see that everyone is very participating in these trades, so that we know we're giving value to everyone, and the more value we can provide, the more motivation we have to continue making these videos. So yeah, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified right away whenever we see these unusual options. It's yeah, and good luck and take care.